Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gamers of all ages, welcome one and all. This is the Asia Esports Festival 2022 Valorant Online Qualifiers. Official tournament organizers are M1 and Reality Rift, brought to you by Esports Entertainment Asia here at Kallang Wave Mall. I am super excited to finally get back into some Valorant, and of course joined with me here today is none other than the man himself. His Valorant debut, Jace.
Well, you said it like they should know me, right? But of course, this is my first time being here, so thank you very much for Kallang Wave Mall as well as Esports Entertainment Asia for having me on this desk alongside with Coden. I mean, we spoke on WhatsApp, but we don't actually be able to work together. But
yeah, this is our first time, right? And I'm very excited. I think I've seen a bit of your work. Just a bit of your work.
Here and there, you know.
I think you're going to do great. I think you're going to do fine. We're going to have a blast here, okay?
We will. Of course, you guys will have a blast here. And speaking of which, we also have to talk about, the offline LANs that will be happening on the 30th and 31st. So we will be seeing you at Kallang Wave Mall at level 2. It's going to be hype. A lot of people will be there, excited to meet you guys in person.
Yeah, of course, this is the online qualifiers for that offline event. So there's it's a lot on the line, right? This is
a lot of the line. I see what you're going there.
Best of one. Best of one. So there's only one map.
Yep.
Single elimination bracket. That is not something you should be messing with, right? You give an inch, your opponents may take a mile, and you may just lose out on the opportunity to perform on LAN. And I think a lot of players really want and desire that sort of LAN experience, right?
Oh, yes.
It's difficult to really put yourself in that sort of environment where it's stressful, you don't have your ideal setup, you have to work with what you're given. And I think the best players who can perform under pressure, they really shine in that kind of environment. So if you get the opportunity to qualify and make yourself all the way towards that LAN stage, I think it'll be pretty interesting, right? Because I truly feel the best of the best will be there on LAN.
Definitely. And what's on the line is, well, I'm going to take a pun from you. What's online right here is the prizes. At third place, 500 Singapore dollars in cash. Second place, it is going to be 1,000 Singaporean dollars in cash. But first place, however, 1,500 Singaporean dollars in cash. So that's the money that's on the line, but also reputation on the line. You mentioned, Coden.
Of course.
You've actually recognized some few names right here.
Yeah, honestly, I took a look at the brackets and I was like, okay, this tournament actually pretty stacked.
Ooh, nice.
Right? I don't need to mention Bleed Academy is playing, right? This is their second official tournament. They just finished playing in their own tournament, the Bleed Summer Open tournament, and unfortunately they didn't make it all the way to the grand finals, right? We saw that they aren't just that super team. You can't just smack a bunch of duelists on a team and expect them to perform instantly off the bat, right?
Yep.
It's more in depth than that. Valorant is not just about pure aim all the way. You gotta have some strats, you gotta have some synergy, and from that tournament you can see, hey, Beat Academy, they aren't just that solo powerhouse squad, right? There are other teams that have the potential to upset this bracket, and definitely in a best of one single elim, anything could happen.
It is going to be tough, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, best of one, the scrappiest of all fight. When you talk about best of one single elimination, you thought about, they're getting their hands dirty, they're going to pull up their sleeves, they're going into a very tight map, but instead, we'll be seeing Breeze right off the bat. Defenders, I believe that is Bleed. They will going in, definitely locking in the Viper right off the bat. On the attacker side, they've already, very comfortable. I think that was why choose to pay, right? I think
let me just choose to
pay money. That's correct. Choose to pay money. They've already locked in all their agents. They're pretty confident going to this one already.
Yeah, pretty standard. Not too many variations. Of course, I personally feel Chamber is such a overpowered agent in the meta right now. His abilities just provide so much firepower, so much economy, a boost to economy, should I say. And the Viper, pretty typical. You have your Jet. Okay, actually, interesting, right? Instead of opting for a double duelist composition that the attackers have chosen for, choose to pay money have chosen for, they've actually chosen to have a Chamber and a Reyna instead, right? And there's no Jet on the side of the defenders, of the side of Bleed. But yeah, typical Viper setup. You have your KO on Juicy. That's actually something that I kind of expected, right?
Yep.
Juicy, you've known him to be that star player with fantastic mechanics playing on that jet. But I truly feel like he's sort of molded himself into the initiator role as well, right? He's able to support his teammates, coming in with those flashes, great information gathering tools with that KO knife as well.
Yep, and with Bleed being on the defender side this time, I think, choose to pay money, they've got to play aggressive since they're going for the attackers kind of style. That's why they need to go in with the Jet as well as that Reina as well. So I really like what Bleed Academy has found for themselves, right? Picking up the KO, but nice pistol round out. Will start it off, taking away the duelist coming up from Choose to Pay Money, but Choose to Pay Money, they are on site at A right now.
It's a 4-4 post plant, and there's actually a double flank coming in from Bleed Academy. I think Choose to Pay Money have to push something. Got to take some bit of real estate. They do have yellow and a bit of mid, but they got to win this fight, and Koons does so willingly. Now in a 3v2, the double flank coming in. This could be pretty... Oh, sorry. There's one on the flank and one on towards defender spot. Flashing straight in. Juicy taking the fight straight up. Spots one of the players. And he does. And he should know there's one more towards mid. Yes, he does. And just like that, Reezy finally closes out the last one as well. And the successful retake is in order.
Yeah, man, that was so tight, right? The wall coming in from Choose to Pay Money was kind of blocking a lot of angles from the side of Bleed Academy, but the aim coming out from Bleed Academy was the one that secured that A side for themselves. Now, going into a bonus round themselves, they're looking pretty stacked, but I think Choose to Pay Money, they're just gonna force it. They're gonna challenge it with specters and stuff.
Okay, yeah, they managed to get that spike plan down, right? That facilitated your economy. You can come in with a bit more potency in this round, and if Bleed Academy are not too cautious, right? You see, if you look at Juicy and Reezy right now, they're deciding whether to buy a SMG or they should go with a pistol, right? If you aren't cautious enough, you could find yourself in a very dire situation where Choose to Pay Money, just like that, finds an opening pick. They have weapons in this round. This could be very dangerous. Shinsei now
Chamber
up against the wall. There's so many players around.
There's a Bulldog. There's a 5-man sack coming out of Choose to Pay Money, but it is going to be the Sheriff coming out of the Chamber that secures it. It's Bleed Academy defending against 5-man, going in, piercing through at B side, and it's Cairo that finds another tag, but it's going to be punished by DDT.
Oh, Reezy now in a 1v3. This is exactly what I mentioned, right? You gotta be careful.
Oh!
They don't convert the second round.
They don't.
This is, that's a big blunder to the defense side off the bat.
Yeah, Koden, we talked about that. This is a very scrappy fight, right? And giving one round over to Bleed, Choose to Pay Money, especially when they have the Chamber against them, right? And it's so low economy, and that's why I'm trying to learn Chamber, by the way. He's so handsome.
He is really, I mean, he is handsome, yeah.
He can go around styling with you, right?
I play Chamber for a different reason, right? That Hit Hunter is such a dangerous tool and so powerful in the right hands.
Wait, you don't play Chamber as a duelist?
No, I do. I just I don't play him because he's handsome, you know?
Okay.
Not that he isn't handsome, but DDT now.
Oh, nice teleporter right there. It's going to be him cracking open the teleport, and now it's going to be Bleed Academy. Can't find an angle, but DDT though, he finds a flank from the backside. Bleed Academy 2 versus, and DDT guns out another person, opening so much space for Choose to Pay Money.
This is just a sweep, right? Bleed Academy, they came in, they tried to have a couple of weapons. Juicy does find one. Actually, could be pretty interesting if the fight in mid actually goes and bleeds. It is a labored spray, but Infectious does convert that in the end. Now just Juicy left alone, position revealed, finds a headshot. Not one of the players though.
Yeah, 2 members left on the side of Choose to Pay Money. Bleed is Juicy against the world. He's gonna have to try to make sure that Choose to Pay Money paid money, but he won't be able to do anything. Gets wallbang instead.
Okay, so now Choose to Pay Money. Alright, they convert their second round, which is pretty nice. But rifles coming in from both sides now. This is where we get into the the juicy part of the game.
Yeah, everyone's going for Vandals. Rainy Meister haven't bought a single gun yet, but something to take note that he does have the Viper Pit ready. Just, take one orb, walk into site, secure it for themselves.
I also want to kind of point out, right, it's not Doomin on the server, it's Alter. So it's just a little bit of a tidbit right there. Doomin is on the main roster, but I think he's being subbed out for Alter right now. And Alter,
right off the bat.
Shinsei goes down. That's a great opening frag. Cairo actually pulling 2 backs with Reezy in hand now. Oh,
everything's wiped out.
Reminds me of
was a little bit too long.
That was the scariest flashbang I've ever seen in my life.
It's not in game, right?
I have never seen a flashbang that powerful in my life.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it didn't last for as long as it might have. But, yeah.
There goes the Viper Pit though, but it's going to be a Viper Pit against 3 members from the side of Bleed Academy. They're walking in, they're looking for the hunt. Rainy Meister only 15 HP. Bleed, they're going to have to stop in. They're trying to look for it, but no. Reezy will finish it up, defuse the bomb, and they will be able to walk out with this one, equalizing the map score for now.
Reezy.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm
just playing with you. But good job on Blade Academy, right? That is a very crucial gun round that you won. Kind of set this tempo for the rest of the half, right? Even though you lost that second round, if you can string together enough gun rounds, obviously, you will beat out your opponent. So this actually puts a bit of pressure on the side of Choose to Pay Money, right? Do you go in for that force? Or do you really choose to go for a bit of a half buy instead? It seems like they are going to be forcing, right? You do have the Blade Storm on the Jet, so doesn't matter if you don't really have a rifle in this round. That Blade Storm can do just enough.
Yep, DDT has been really clutch, right? You know, opening up the map for Choose to Pay Money is so crucial, especially finding the back lines. But this time around, Choose to Pay Money, I think they're playing it safe. They're trying to play around the mid side. Bleed Academy, they don't really have a lot of information. Choose to Pay Money, playing it slow this time.
Yeah, this is actually the brilliance of having a Chamber and a Jet on your team. You have 2 fantastic ultimates that you can just use on a gun round, even if you don't have the money, right? You only can buy for 3 players, but you have the Tour de Force and a Blade Storm, 2 of the scariest ultimates, might I say, in the games. So it's pretty dangerous if Bleed Academy aren't too aware. But mid control actually garnered by Choose to Pay Money so far. So it's a bit of nice map control that they have to play around with.
Yeah, but not a lot of information that Bleed Academy was able to find. Finally, Choose to Pay Money. They're going to stomp all the way into B. Expect the rotation coming up from Blade Academy. DDT once again with the knives. He's looking for the opening, but Juicy will say no.
Nice denial on that side, but it's actually going to be a fake. Cairo now up against the world. Waits a bit for the recon dart. Destroys it and destroys 2 more in the process. Now Infectious in a 1v2 clutch. He has that spike, but 20 seconds on the clock. He has to cross over into the site to get that planted.
He has a Tour de Force though.
Playing it real safe.
Really have to play it.
Yeah, they don't want to give him any opportunities. Taps the spike though. Oh, and the knife, it denies him that operator, that beautiful ultimate is. Juicy there to clean things up.
My goodness, those double initiators gave so much problem over Choose to Pay Money, right? Like, you use the KO knife to kind of deny the Tour de Force, and then after that, you send in another flash at the same time. The Silver Dart going in to kind of know where exactly the enemy is. It's so tough for Choose to Pay Money in that round. However, you got to admit, Choose to Pay Money is not making it easy for Bleed Academy.
Ooh, yeah, definitely not. It did a decent amount of damage, but still, you really wanted that win. But now they are on that sort of half by.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Slowly, but surely. Conduct, seeing through, DDT will finally fall. This time round, Bleed Academy picking up a nice opening frag, but it's gonna be, Cairo being sneaky right there, not sneaky enough. The Viper will get gunned down at the doors, and it's gonna be Rixie, and he gets wall bang right off the bat. The members of here Choose to Pay Money equalize. It's a 3v3 right now. Bleed Academy looking for some entry right now. They're here on side, but Choose to Pay Money, they've already got the spike down. 2 versus 3, but look at Bleed Academy, they've got all their ultimates.
Yeah, and the flank is coming in. They don't have that Chamber Chamber bot online. He doesn't know that there's a flank coming in. Juicy.
Oh, that's so dangerous.
Did you just play it right?
Juicy?
Just be patiently. Like fantastic job coming in from Bleed Academy. It got dicey. It got a bit risky at the start, but stabilized in the end, and they will continue on their rampage, fighting their 4th round.
Yeah, but that was way too close to Bleed Academy, right? Without Juicy being the sneaky robot ninja coming up from the backside. Choose to Pay Money doesn't really have information, but that was a very nice look. But take a look at Bleed Academy. All their ultimate, they could just toss out at Choose to Pay Money.
I kind of like to point out, right? They choose to pay money despite losing 3 rounds in a row. They facilitated sort of they had rifles in every single round.
Exactly.
That's huge thanks to the ultimates from Chamber and Jet. And again, they're coming in now with a full buy, so it seems like their rifles are never ending.
Yep. I mean, I kind of joke once with my friends, right? Chamber feels like a weapons dealer, but he is, but no! C-Ware will be the one that actually denies ulti right there, coming off from Bleed Academy. Nice opening frag, will get tagged by the drone. The Molly coming off K-Row. K-Row blocks it off with the Viper's Pit, and that's the ultimates that Bleed Academy will commit. Choose to pay money, however, they do have a manpower advantage right here, but on the side, on the other way of the map, 3v3 right now, it is going to be choose to pay money, equalizing on the manpower.
Oh, he doesn't know that Kunz is here. The TP, Chamber was down, so the TP could not signal that he was on that flag. Just to pay money all over the map. There's not really much rhyme or reason to that positioning. They're just running it down, but they find the picks and they find the Psychiral. Not on the correct side, and Kunz will secure the final kill in that round. That was a weird round coming in from Choose to Pay Money, but the timings from each of the players eventually kind of paid out in the end.
Yeah, Choose to Pay Money. You mentioned the fact that they brought in the Chamber, they brought in the Jet. They felt like they are running a rifle manufacturing plant. Every single round that you see from Choose to Pay Money, even though they're losing it, they have the rifles to fight against Bleed Academy.
Yeah, and now the problem just snowballed even more. Right now, they've won a round. They can continue to build their economy now, and now Bleed. Look at their money, not in a great state.
Yeah, they're running out of steam. They don't really have the advantage of the Chamber and the Jet that's providing them, and it's actually costing Bleed Academy. I thought they have the double initiators, you know, especially on the defending round. You get a lot of information, but Choose to pay money. They're slowing it down again.
Expecting some sort of aggression coming in from Bleed Academy, and that is exactly what happens. Beautiful job finding 2 picks. Both duelists finds one of their own, and now they have the entire map to play around with.
Yeah, 5-man stomping around mid. They're going to go all the way to B instead. Bleed Academy, they're stuck at A. They're trying to find a way to entry, but someone's on site, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be... Oh, DDT! He finds a pick-off right there, and Choose to Pay Money will have to plant right now.
That man is ruthless, he's fearless. Going in with just 1 HP, goes in, finds a frag onto the stairs, but still now Shinsei 1v3 does have the Empress though, and DDT is actually quite low.
Yeah,
very doable.
DDT low, but you can't count out the aim right there.
Oh,
it's gonna be Shinsei. Oh, that is supposed to be a kill for DDT, but Shinsei clears on the map of Choose to Pay Money, and then he will walk into the defuse.
This is the scary Shinsei on that Reyna that we've all learned to love, but yeah, beautiful clutch coming in. Choose to Pay Money a bit too scattered on that defense, right? You know that Reyna has the Empress. You shouldn't be giving 1v1s.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to learn, right? Like, I always go in, wide open, get caught in the crossfire, but it's going to be a timeout starting, coming in from the side of Bleed Academy. They have the advantage. They're going to press it on.
Yeah, Godspeed, a fantastic coach in the scene, veteran voice behind the young minds of Bleed Academy. Great timeout, I think, at this point, at this juncture, right? You see these rounds shouldn't be given away, right? Even though Bleed won that round, right? Great. Yes. Good job. You won that round, but it was down to a Shinsei 1v3.
Yes.
That's not reliable.
Yeah.
You don't want to have your duelist in a 1v3 every single round that you win, right?
Yes.
It's just not sustainable. So coming up with a better game plan, right? At the start of the round, we witnessed 2 opening frags in the hands of Choose to Pay Money.
Yeah.
Right. That was really well done by them. Unfortunately, they did lose the round, but I think what Godspeed's trying to do right now is just to tighten up that synergy, right? Don't want to give away too many opening frags, don't want to bring things down to such a dicey situation.
Yeah.
And yeah, perhaps I think a bit of map control, right? Aggressive map control together could be the answer to their problems, right? Perhaps taking mid with maybe 3 players, you get the knife from Juicy, disable a couple of players, get a flash in, take a duel.
Yeah, they do have a lot of utilities, especially going in with the double initiators, whereas on the other hand, you gotta admit, Choose to Pay Money could play aggressively because they do have DDT, such crazy aim on him, and of course being at the jab, but hold on a second.
Juicy's knife didn't detect anyone, and they're doing a very nerdy dart coming in, trying to scan the backside. Juicy aware of that, but the attack is coming straight into the side right now.
Yep, concussive grenades. Juicy tossing out everything in his kit. Choose to pay money. Will storm right into B side, but it is going to be Juicy that defends it against Infectious. And now choose to pay money. You know, throwing away darts, but no, Juicy. He takes another one. The spike's actually wide open. Bleed Academy. That is a worthy timeout.
Oh, a fantastic anchor by Juicy, finding 2 frags, staying alive for so long. He did not give the side to choose to pay money. He did not go for an ego peek and say, hey, I'm just going to fight all of you at once. He took very, very calculated 1v1s. And by just surviving, he allowed Bleed Academy to stream into the site even before Choose to Pay Money had control of it or even could get that spike down.
Yeah, you can see Choose to Pay Money, they're tossing every single utility right there, right? Just try to scout out the backside, Bleed Academy, even though Juicy was tagged and also with getting flash at the same time. Juicy is just like, you know, hunkering down on B, not allowing Choose to Pay Money to walk in.
Again, you see that tour de force coming out from that chamber. Better be careful, right? You don't want to give away another opening frag to those deadly weapons.
DDT has been looking at this particular angle all the time.
Yes, yes.
And it paid off for them, but now Bleed Academy, if you notice, they're not giving anything.
Very patient, actually. Shinsei should be the first contact. Oh, gets caught between 2 angles again. The 2 duelists on Choose to Pay Money finds 2 opening frags. But Alter actually pulls 2 back of his own, so it evens the playing field. It's a 3v3. But all 3 players on Bleed Academy are stuck towards the A side. Run as you can to the B side because nobody's home.
Yeah, nobody's home, and Choose to Pay Money will take advantage of that. If you take a look, they're leaving the chamber from the mid lane, the mid to actually kind of pay attention to watch and cut off any
rotations coming in. Now he has so much information. They're not mid. Nobody's mid. They're all coming in from the McDonald's arch position.
McDonald's arch position?
Yeah, that is a call out. It looks like a McDonald's arch. But
it's only half the McDonald's arch. Infectious though. Oh, the snipe doesn't go through, and Infectious would not be able to land on top, allowing Bleed to actually walk all the way in. But the Viper's Pit working in the favor against for them. They will win this round.
Quite a bit of ults invested, but the round is around.
It's worth it. I invested in the ult, I expect a return, and Choose to Pay Money got what they deserve.
Sure enough, they do convert that round, and economy actually looking pretty good for Choose to Pay Money. On the other hand,
they're really running out, right? Bleed Academy, you know, the fact that Choose to Pay Money, they do have a chamber, and they do have so much. They are basically like a low economy team.
Okay, Juicy will be the only person on that. They're actually deciding whether to go for that. This is a bit of a rough situation, right? You saw multiple players trying to buy and sell multiple guns at the end of that buy phase. But they will be going for the eco round.
Yeah. DDT has been on this angle for the 3rd time right now.
He loves mid. They love taking mid. Fantastic choice. Oh, a bit of a miscomm.
That was so far away. DDT lands on the frag on top of 80 on the side of Bleed Academy, and now 4B5. 2 ultimates from the side of Bleed Academy. They're trying to hunker down, but they don't know where Choose to Pay Money would go because they have secured mid. And then you got to see Bleed Academy gunning down the members. Oh my goodness. They got gunned down.
Yeah, well, there were a lot of fights going on at multiple points on the map. Timings trying to be found by Bleed Academy. You saw Riggsy actually finding a pretty nice timing. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to spot out the players before they found Cairo. So a lot of just individual fights. Timings found by both sides. In the end, Choose to Pay Money, they won out around because I feel they had the better weaponry.
Yep.
But it's still very risky from both teams, right? Taking very, very individual fights on both sides of this of each team.
Yeah, but DDT. He delivers, taking down 3. Right as Choose to Pay Money play a little bit more aggressive. Rainy Meister will trade it out, but the Hunter's Fury has him tagged right down. As this is the last round before the switch.
Yeah, use all your ultimates, but Shinsei doesn't need any ultimate. There's 3 frags instantly.
Yeah.
Wow, just pushing straight up. I think that's exactly what Bleed Academy love to do, right? I saw a tweet by Juicy, I think last night. He was like, enough of that control. I'm going to run it down. We're going to take this aggression, right? The control play style maybe not working for them too well. So that kind of controlled aggression, similar, getting reminiscent of a bit of Paper X, right?
Yeah,
controlled aggression. taking a map control away and that 3K in the round. Beautiful job.
So it's like an oxymoron that we had, right? You know, cautious confidence, and now you're going to say controlled aggression. It's tough, right? Bleed Academy, they're really standing on this knife's edge. Speaking of a knife's edge, just take a look at the score. Choose to pay money, they're not exactly out. Well, they're only 2 rounds behind.
Just look at the bottom half of this map. That's exactly where everything is gonna go down. Both teams 5-man stack towards a cave, and well, Bleed Academy come out victorious. 2 players still remaining. They seemed pretty ready and raring to go for that fight.
And that was after you mentioned the fact that Juicy's like, nope, we're gonna run it down, and they did. And they both run it down at that one single stack. But unfortunately, Bleed Academy was the better one with the better wall bullets.
Yeah, Choose to Pay Money, I like that idea, right? You 5-man stack A side. If they come A, most likely you win. Unfortunately, Bleed, they just said nope. We are not taking any of your shenanigans today, and we just steal that pistol. But, of course, Bleed didn't convert their second round in the first half. We'll see if they're a bit more cautious of Choose to Pay Money. Not mummy. Choose to Pay Money's forced by coming into this, and they seem like they are ready.
Yeah, Bleed Academy. Oh, they took down 2 in the mid, and now they're gonna go all the way into B. But DDT coming in with the flank and the lurk. He will be found, but Rexy will be the casualty. DDT though, he takes the second one. Juicy goes down at the same time, but off the side of the map, the smoke coming out, swaps into pistol, but Cairo will deliver for now.
Ooh, it almost seemed like DDT just had everyone's number at that instance.
Yeah.
Fortunately, he ran out a bit of HP right there, and Bleed Academy.
Yep.
Okay, they secure that second round of timeout. Actually being called by Choose to Pay Money this time. After losing the first 2 rounds, going for a timeout pretty early. Yeah. Actually, I'm not too sure if they have a strat in mind that they want to pull off, or if there's any other reasons, because you don't really see timeouts being called that early into a half, because most of the time you have a sort of an idea of what you want to do for your first gun rounds, but it could be a technical timeout if I'm not mistaken. We'll be sorting. I think the admins will be sorting to that.
I kind of agree with you, right? The fact that they're calling this timeout way too early. I mean, there's still a lot of rounds to go, but you gotta admit they should have called a timeout earlier on, because they were taking frags. But then, you know, it's Bleed Academy that came out online even faster than they expected. There was also a sudden shift in terms of strategy. Initially, what I thought, Bleed Academy, you know, they want to play it slow, they want to be a little bit controlled. But you saw that 5-man stack at that small little tight little corridor, and they're like, of course, if I were Choose to Pay Money, I would need to reassess.
Yeah, I like the idea that the 2 duelists are taking very aggressive entries, very aggressive map control together, but it still feels pretty individualistic, if you get what I mean, right? You see DDT always towards mid, right? Towards mid doors, going for the frag, but he was always by himself. Yeah,
DDT, he likes to run in even faster, but that's the mobility of the Jet, right?
That is the
role
mobility,
of the Jet, to jump all the way to the back line. But I have to agree, the Reyna should have entered together, especially when you're facing out against, you know, Bleed Academy with 2 initiators. There's a lot of ways to stop you and hold you down.
Yeah, Owl Drone tagging you. Oh, actually, I thought going straight into the round. Spike already planted, actually, coming in for Bleed Academy. Choose to Pay Money now. Gotta be on that eco round. Not too much to write home about. Rainy Meister actually finding one onto Juicy. Could make things a bit spicy if you can find a couple more shots with that Marshall.
Yep, and also on the Headhunter this time round. Bleed Academy.
Almost.
Cairo coming in with the lurk. Infectious will finally fall. Meister will get ended by the Spectre from a long range.
Yeah, Infectious actually taking his time to line up the shot. I appreciate that, you know, that patience, but unfortunately got timed by Cairo and gets caught in the back.
Yeah, the lurks coming out from Bleed Academy. The timing is actually quite good, but Choose to Pay Money now.
Gun round.
They're all full gun round. Even Infectious pulling out the operator. Bleed Academy have to pay a little bit of respect.
That was Bleed's bonus round, and they won it. So they're still kind of just rolling with those 2 Spectres on Riggsy and Cairo. So if they can convert this, right, I'm pretty sure at least one of the members of Bleed Academy already have max cash. So if they can convert this one, it will be a huge boost to the economy. Infectious, a bit of an awkward situation, can't connect the frags. Bleed Academy stretching the legs, but I say that, but it's still a 3v3 actually.
3v3, but the recon ball will scout Shin out all the way out. Choose to pay money. They're hunkering down today. Members of Bleed Academy looking for, but I would say that's a very awkward position for Bleed to be in now. Bleed Academy, Shin has to find a 3v1, but he will not be able to repeat what happened in the first part.
Okay, Choose to pay money, they denied the entry onto the A site. Right, I assume that Bleed Academy actually got more map control than they actually did. Unfortunately, I think they were just shut down at the cave entrance on A and
the other McDonald arch.
There actually is, I mean, arch. It's two arches together, so it looks like a McDonald's.
Oh, okay, 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 I see it now.
Hashtag not sponsored, unfortunately.
We're looking at you. But anyways, we're going back into this round. Bleed Academy around three rounds away. Don't forget, this is a single elimination.
Yep.
Best of one. Bleed Academy in the lead right here. Choose to pay money. Has to find a way, but DDT losing will go down. Choose to pay money, losing a very crucial member for them to enter. And this is exactly what you said, right? DDT always at a different area, but Infectious. Oh! Shin will also fall by the operator of Infectious. The
look at the rotations. Look at the rotations. They saw a player moving towards B and Choose to Pay Money thought it was going to be a B execute. So all the players on A left the side. There's nobody on A. Bleed Academy have the whole side for themselves. The wall will actually give Choose to Pay Money a bit of map control in that sense, but the spike will go down and he has to wait for his teammates to come in for that retake.
Yeah, Choose to Pay Money jumping the gun right here. They're not on site, allowing Bleed Academy to walk all the way in. Choose to Pay Money entering from the CT spawn. The Owl Drone going in. Rexy will get so much data. They're going to have to trade it right now. Look at the lineup. It's going to be Bleed Academy's Expel going all the way out, but Alte will say no with a tour de force. Bleed Academy has the lineup all the way up. The Molly will go down. Choose to Pay Money. He has to commit to this defuse. Rainy Meister defending, but he's going to Bleed Academy. Where is the deny? Rainy Meister, no! He takes down two, and Bleed Academy will lose this round.
Enemy remaining.
I think the Molly was just too late. The Cairo was taking his time to line it up, but I don't think he realized how close Choose to Pay Money were already on the side. I think either